Dr. Patel here. You guys remember, let me share some of his data. Before we had a nice break bridge thing. So you can find him here, and he posted this. What is the reason behind this? Do comment. So look at it. Remember, it's just data we're taking, and I'll show you my comments below. And I guess you can find it yourself too. You can look this up and find them. But what are you looking at? Is what he asked. Why is reason behind this? Remember, he speaks two languages, English and his native language also. So if you listen to him, you might run into him speaking only in his native language or English, or a combination of both sometimes. Nevertheless, I can follow along. The What's going on here? Well, looking at this right here, this is flush. A lot of people just say honeycomb, right? Honeycombing. Let's do that. Let's look at my comments. Okay, this had forms, and the huge honeycombs are no vibration, no vibrating or use of self-consolidating concrete plasticizers. Further, looks like not enough sand and mortar. Looks like an odd stone mixture, to be polite. That is what it presents like. Thanks, Doc, for sharing. Even with a vibrator, they would have still been there. Still would have been a stone mix lacking Portland sand, etc. P.S. They also have zero cover over rebar, so no concrete could get around the cover and cover rebar. And I put that here. They also have zero covers. So what you're looking at is that they placed the forms apparently very tight with about a half inch. Well, look, there's one stone that got around it. So right about there, maybe a half inch over these stirrups, around the reinforcement over here too. So they just put the formwork so tight here, no cover could get around it. And if I look at this, I looked at it from my cell phone. If I look at it here, it looks like this might be a concrete in there. So I think I'll just go with the tighter form more so on this one. Now I'm going to go with what I stated also, because you can see there's no cement paste, etc. Now he's got one more too. Let's have a little fun and look at the other one. He's got one more, and that is, where'd it go? This one. Now I only have my small cell phone looking at it. Now I'm on my computer and I can blow it up. All right. He says it's freshly placed concrete. What do you have going on here? All these, now I can see a little better. These guys are all standing out to me. They're almost like water was hitting it, and they're popping up. So someone said it's just spalling. To me, it seems like this might have been an expansion crack right here. An expansion joint placed here along this pattern right about there, and then covered over perhaps. And then the cracks, they do this sometimes. They'll go this way and they'll come back in. The image may look large, but they'll sometimes they don't follow that seam. That's one of my feelings about this. Let's see what I said. View more comments. Right. Wish you had more images. One side of the crack appears elevated, and these cracks are open. The one side being elevated would indicate movement. Could even be expansion crack because of lack of control joint placement. Wish we had the bigger picture with all the details of placement. Thanks for the support. P.S. Could even be from leaving in a control joint material. I see a hump in the concrete going across the image. I am on a phone and cannot enlarge image. Another person said, these are the surface cracks that develop due to shrinkage of concrete after drying. These cracks are not due to structural deficiency, hence they work. So I would never say they're not structurally an issue, because we don't know where it is, do we? This could be over top of a damn, living space. So this could be a roof deck, as far as I know. So I would never state the stupidity of this person stating that just on this image. We're just supposed to have a little fun with the cracks, that's all. But don't commit that they're non-structural. We don't know the more details. Is there reinforcement in here or not? And the type of concrete this is. We don't know. Is it more paste? I don't see any. I'm looking for stone. I'm looking for stones, etc. And I'd like to see right down here at the edge. But this appears to be elevated lower on this side, higher on this side, on these two. But then I have, if that could also be created if they had a piece of wood in here for expansion joint that they never cut, that they never detailed. You would have that possibly a high spot there, and the person would taper the cement down, paste down that way and that way, and give an illusion. It could be an illusion. It could not be high or low on either side. These air bubbles, they look like air bubbles, which to me would now indicate, they would indicate a lot of excess water. Now that I see it, I'm going to comment as such. I'm going to say, comment. P.S. Just looked from computer, looked from desktop. Volcano. Water. Trying to think how he could understand it, because we're going to do a little bit of translation here. So volcano type. What do I want to call these? Volcano type. Slash mushroom paste. Oh. Indicated. I'm going to say it's also indicated by the these guys here, by the water spots, by the what do you call? What do I want to say? What do you want to call these guys? You can come and help me out here. Jump in here. I'm going to call them by the water drops. Let's see. Can be from excess air and water. I'm going to stick with that. I've seen a lot of excess air get these bubbles like this. Okay, and then finally I'll say, and finishing concrete too soon. Concrete, while surface did not finish bleed watering. That's what I'm going for with this. But the kicker of that is, this is a rough surface, so it's not like. So I'm seeing some conflicts here. Like, this looks smooth right here, and then this looks more textured. So we get no bubbling over here, because the air was able to escape through the surface. Over here, it looks like what I just stated. But this elevation, that appears to be an elevation there, and so I'm going with both of what I stated. And what do you guys think? I'm gonna comment on that. This is an elevation here, so I don't know what's going on here, but it appears to be an elevation issue. One high, one low. That's it. Straight crack. Stress was in this capacity, and why it went this way and then doubled back. See, it started in this. These two are the plane. This and this show the plane. This just went out and came back in. And they do that with the path, based on the concrete stone, how close they are together, the lack of paste, and so that would create that weaker path, and then it comes back in again. So I would put the stress right down this line here, and it's going up and then it's coming back down again. Well, it's in this capacity. I don't see if it's exactly coming back down there, but this is what I see, this line right here, tying all this together. I can't get any closer than that. I'm trying my best, guys, and I don't have a bigger picture of the whole program. Don't have a bigger picture of the whole program, but these spots. This reminds me of air bubbles coming up under a lot of excessively air entrained concrete, which I've played with before. That's why I know what this looks like. I've made that excess air entrained concrete as a sample, and it does this bubbling, these beautiful little pimples, if you will, everywhere like this. So now this one is. I wish you had a bigger picture. I can only guesstimate right there, and I'm gonna let it ride from there. Um, I'm assuming it's a flat surface. That's where I'm assuming wrong, aren't I? I'm assuming this is flat. This could be a wall. Last. Let me edit this. Tom, please give a hint on its location. All right, terminating video. Just thought I'd get you guys playing along with today. Use your little brain a little bit. It's just some of what can be. I'm not owning. I love cracks, so I don't. I need more data on it. But hey, it was fun. He presented it. I couldn't help but just join on that. I don't know where he is now. Hard to find. Yeah, it was down here somewhere. It's under Taro Fixes. You ever seen the small engines Taro guy? He's worth the energy. All right, guys, take care. Terminating video, I guess. I can find out how to terminate the video. Okay, here we go.